Now to Martin Luther King Day, and it was celebrated across the country and certainly here on the Central Coast today. We have team coverage, and we begin with Action News reporter Phil Gomez, who's live right now in Santa Cruz. Phil?
Well, Dan, there was concern that the heavy rain might force the cancellation of a few of the Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service events, but the rain stopped and volunteers pushed forward with plans to volunteer their time and energy to community projects.
We think we're going to have a really great turnout because people who were sitting on the bench because of the weather are going to see this as a great day.
Hundreds turned out for this day of service on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Some had signed up earlier for projects they wanted to work on. Others just showed up.
I'm hoping to have the kids involved in getting to learn what it feels like to give back to the community.
At Santa Cruz Bible Church, people were busy separating clothing, blankets, and other necessities for those in need. Another group was busy making Valentine cards for children at the Jacob's Heart Children's Cancer Support Services.
I feel really bad for the kids with cancer and their families and siblings. I feel like they deserve to be cheered up.
I think it's cool to help people who are needy, because if they don't have as much as I do, then they should at least get something.
At the UC Santa Cruz Arboretum, volunteers were busy putting in gravel along pathways.
Just to help people out, do things for the public, even if it's not like your first choice, what you'd be doing with your weekend, it's a good thing to do.
This day of service has a very special meaning for one family. The parents and friends of 12-year-old Coco Lazenby gathered to continue Coco's work at the Homeless Garden Project. Coco was killed last year in a traffic accident, and the project at the garden was very close to the young girl's heart.
Actually, the day before she died, she'd been talking about coming back out here and getting back involved with the garden on a more regular basis.
Last September, a patch of land that will grow lavender was dedicated to Coco.
Being here this year is about remembering her, remembering the time we spent together here, working together to try to leave the world a better place than we found it.
The Santa Cruz team in training has donated a bench that will eventually go in at Coco's Memorial Garden. 446 people came out today to make a difference during this Martin Luther King Day of Service. Dan?
All right, thank you very much, Phil. There were a number of events across the Central Coast, including one in Seaside, which is an annual event, the annual Martin Luther King Day March. Our coverage tonight from Action News reporter Caitlin Conrad.
We should care about each other.
The streets of Seaside were packed Monday as people spent their day off work on the march.
The idea that it's not a day off, it's a day on, that we need to recognize our obligations as citizens and as humans to respect the rights and dignity of others and to try to bridge the gaps that exist.
Seaside Mayor Ralph Rubio says the city has decades of history celebrating Martin Luther King Day, which explains why so many people showed up for the event. Hundreds of people are making their way in the Martin Luther King Day March here in Seaside. People from all over the community, from local representatives to school children.
We are the Girl Scouts. We live the dream. It's really fun. You get to work with your friends and kind of stand up for something that happened a long time ago but should still be happening now.
This is an official welcome as we celebrate the life and legacy of also a great man.
Many of the young people in attendance said while they respect the work of past generations, they feel there is still more work to be done.
I really feel deep inside that he did get us freedom outside, but still inside there's not.
Caitlin Conrad, Action News 8.
Many local lawmakers and political hopefuls were there at the Seaside Martin Luther King Day March. Those who showed up included Supervisor Jane Parker, candidate Dennis Donahue, who is running against her, just announced last week. State Senator Bill Monning, who is up for re-election, was there as well, as was State Representative Sam Farr. And one of the candidates running for his soon-to-be vacant seat, Jimmy Panetta, was there as well.
It's something, it shouldn't just be this day, it should be every day that we recognize that there are issues that are still unsolved when it comes to many communities, no matter where you're from.
It's a great coming together of community, broader Monterey County community, even regionally, to honor Dr. Martin Luther King and to recommit to fulfilling the dream that remains yet unfulfilled.
Don't give up. That sentiment echoed by many here. Many community leaders say showing up for today's event is a way to honor the memory and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr.
New tonight, more than 30 members of the homeless community and their supporters met today in Chinatown to commemorate the holiday and talk about the formation of a homeless union that would negotiate with the city. They shared their experiences. Attorney and advocate Anthony Prince said the end of poverty was one of Martin Luther King's goals as part of a larger battle for equality.
Martin Luther King and his legacy belongs to the people of Chinatown. That what Martin Luther King fought for was human rights. And I think that he would have been down here supporting what we're doing in terms of the lawsuit and what we're doing in terms of getting public awareness.
City of Salinas has agreed to let people camp on public property between 6 at night and 6 in the morning. They will suspend sweeps and confiscation of personal belongings until March 3rd.